Something recently has given me a drive to go out and shoot some of these main locations that I've been looking at for some time. I decided to leave London on a Sunday morning, drive nearly 3 hours to a town called Tintern in South Wales to shoot an abandoned medieval church that's been a key interest for me for this project for a long time. Quite honestly beautiful around here, but the main reason is because of that thing there, which is the Church of St Mary's. I felt it was kind of a key part of this project to come actually shoot this because it's pretty much the entire image I want of this forgotten project. The abandoned buildings taken over by nature, and as you can see, it does that quite perfectly. There is a chance I may yawn quite a lot in this video because I woke up at 3:30 this morning to drive 2.5 hours here. I'm going to take these photos, make this video, then drive 2.5 hours back. I'm going to start getting set up. A little history on this ruin. St Mary's Church is a Grade 2 listed building about 400 metres away from the much more popular Tintern Abbey. It was originally built by Cistercian monks for worship by their lay tenants, but the ruin we see today is a composite of medieval features from 16th and 19th century editions. In the 70s, it was thought to have hosted an occult meeting and was exorcised by locals, and from this point, the press referred to the church as a satanic church of death. Finally, in 1977, a group of locals found shelter to drink and camp at the church after the pubs had closed, and lit a fire to stay warm on top of the suspended wooden floor, which quickly spread, creating the ruins we see here today. Lined up a very basic first shot to begin with, just a sort of general overview of the place. I decided on Kodak Gold for the colour. Haven't loaded any black and white yet, but we'll get there eventually. Metering wise, I'm going to shoot this at about f11 to try and get as much of the background in as possible, because I really like the colours of the trees in the background. They are sort of just that nice autumnal brown and green colour, which is just what I want. But I'm going to get this one shot out of the way just to get like 1 or 2 in the bag as usual. So I am shooting about 1/4 of a second, 1/8 of a second. So meter one more time. The sky's about 60, so what I might do is measure for 1/8. Go for there, I think. 3, 2, 1. So I've loaded up some HP5, ISO 400, looking at 8. I'll do 1/15. Just to compensate for the extra stop and a bit, whilst also allowing it to be a bit overexposed, because I like the look of slightly overexposed HP5. All right, same frame, same focal plane. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's freezing today. All right, I'm gonna go a bit closer, see what I can find. I was just moving around a little bit and I actually found a rather nice frame with the 110mm. It's just like a nice simple crop of the building. At this very moment in time, there is a cloud inversion behind it, so I'm going to very quickly capture this, just because this is a really nice frame. 3, 2, 1. Sometimes you've got to get the quick shots because that inversion looks really nice. You can tell I get excited about cloud inversions. I think they're some of the best looking things. You can probably see one in the background over there. So one of the tricky things about shooting in these locations is it's hard to put my camera down anywhere because there's headstones everywhere. I don't want to be disrespectful. I already feel quite bad shooting and filming in these locations, but I'd rather not put my camera down on anyone. I'd just like to say I'm sticking to the path, so I'm not venturing off into the actual burial grounds. So I'd just like to clarify that I am being as respectful as I can be, because this is still like a graveyard that people do use for mourning and keeping it respectful. I have found a new frame. It is, I'm going to get the 50mm out and sort of shoot more upwards towards the building. Try and find a place to put my camera maybe behind me on the path, but if I don't get to film that much more, that's the sort of idea I'm going for. Right now, I've got myself a nice little frame again of this end section of the building with the cross on it. Again, I think it's kind of a generic shot, but it's kind of a necessary shot, I think, because obviously you want to show off this whole building, but I'm now working within the parameters of it has this giant modern fence in front of it, which wasn't here when I was looking at the details. So I'm now sort of working within those parameters, which is I guess a limitation, which is good because it gets me sort of like trying to be a bit more creative. As annoying as it is leading to some slightly interesting photos. So I think that frame is quite nice because it gets all that tree right there, that tree growing out the side of the building is just what I want. It's perfect, like these vines growing down it as well. So 30, 500. Right, 3, 2, 1. Right, where do I want to go next? I might go around that way, see what I can find. Move over to this side of the building now, because I found quite a nice little vantage here to shoot from. God, my hands are cold. Why I chose the coldest day to do this, I will never know, but here we are. 850, 250, about 1/15, I'd say. So one of the nice things about this shot, I'm doing it portrait at this very moment in time, and there's all this foliage in the foreground, which I think was really nice, especially on the colour. I think it'll pop really well because it's got nice brown tones to it with a few green pops as well. I think it just sort of frames the image quite nicely. We will see, obviously. I could be totally wrong. Right, f11, 1/15. We are in focus. Yes, we are. 3, 2, 1. I think that'll look really good. So once again, it's proven quite difficult to put my video tripod down as well as the camera that I'm shooting on's tripod. So effectively, this is the shot that I wanted to get from this location. It's the one that really made me want to come here and shoot here. It is this. So looking over the valley from the behind of the church, where it looks properly ruined. Like from the front, it could pass as a church, but like, so from the behind here, these two front buildings, I believe they are the original buildings. From my limited knowledge of stonework and brickwork looking, this is Georgie's area of expertise. So if she's here, she'll be able to tell you, but from what I'm gathering and the limited research I've done, that's what it is. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna try and set my camera down somewhere, but there's a lot of foliage and bits and bobs. Also, can we appreciate how cool that tree is? Just like growing over the brick wall. But anyway, we're not here for the trees, we're here for the building. I'm gonna try and put my camera somewhere. I have no idea where. We'll see. All right, back in a sec. I have a feeling this is gonna be a 50mm shot already, so yeah, that's better. Definitely gonna go landscape for this. Oh, this is the shot that I wanted. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, it makes me so happy. Like, I don't know what it is, but you research a location, you spend ages trying to find a date to come and like all that stuff that you need to do to get to a location, and you get here. And there's so many times that I've just been like disappointed, or there's so many times that I've been like underwhelmed. But like this is exactly how I wanted it to be. Like, it's just so, and especially like with the autumnal colours kicking in as well, I think it's just so perfect, and that makes me so happy. So I'm definitely gonna get a few photos of this. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm just gonna burn through some film here, different exposures, because if there's one photo I wanna get right, it's this one. The others are effectively just filler photos. So this is the photo I came for. So I wanna shoot at about f11 again. So we're looking at about 1/4 of a second. So what I might do, I've got 4 shots left on this roll. Gonna be honest, I might just do one at 0.2 second, 0.4 second, at 0.8 second, and maybe even one a bit faster with an f8 instead of an f11. Just so I've got the shot. I'm even half tempted. I've got another roll. I've got Portra 400, Portra 160. I genuinely might just burn through a roll to make sure I get it perfect. This is the one I came here for, so God, it's beautiful. The one thing that is slightly annoying though is in the bottom corner of my frame I can see this post, and it's gonna be there no matter what, annoyingly. So that might just have to be an edit out situation. Shooting, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Happy. happy as Larry. Well then, there we go. What I'm going to do now, as is what I said I was going to do, get some Portra 400 out and start doing some detail shots with the 110 from this angle, because I think it's really, really lovely. I can hear some people coming, so I might not film this, but I'll get back to you when I can. So, see you in a sec. So, I've got a new location. My camera's all the way over there, so I don't want to have to go trudging back to go get it. So I thought I'd film on my phone. But I found quite a cool little spot. This little Celtic cross by the looks of it. I can't really see from here, but it's quite a nice frame. Use the 110, try and get sort of between those two roof pieces. I think that'll look pretty nice. So 110's on, Portra 400. See what we get. So, I spent the last sort of half an hour wandering around with the RZ. Not really filming much because I was behind the church where there's not that much space for two tripods, annoyingly. So I'll have put them on screen before this, but a shot on Portra 400. It's mostly like little detail shots because behind there, like, yes, the building out here in the front is gorgeous, but like behind it, there's so much detail, so many cool parts of the historic features of like the three different parts of the build. So that's why I sort of spent a bit more time around there. I burnt through a roll of Portra 400 pretty quickly. I don't know what location will come next in this series. I've got a few plans, but it's just whether I have time to go to them. Because annoyingly, all the project places I want to go to are in the west of England and Wales, and I live in London. So it's a bit tricky to find the time to get out to these locations, but I'll see what I can do. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I shall see you in the next video. Peace. Absolutely a ghost in one of those windows, isn't there? I just can't see.